Hello, loyal fans and subscribers. Ninamori Fanboy here. This is the Week 6 battle in the PBF against the Chicago Beartics. This was a pretty hype battle. My first week coming back after a bye week. I was 4-0 before the bye week, so going into this, I could have either continued my perfect streak or, got my first loss. And the Beartics were not an easy opponent, so I was kind of stressing this, which is why I had the battle before my team building video, which if you didn't see that and would like to understand my team building, then go check that out. Anyway, my opponent did bring the Scyther, Conkeldurr, Mega Venusaur, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Whimsicott. I was surprised no Heatran and no Salamence, but it's not like I was unprepared, I guess, so I was just more preparing for the Heatran and the Salamence, but I'm fine without them, so let's get this battle started. He leads, I believe, with the Whimsicott, as I lead with my Mega Manectric, expecting him to lead with Jolteon. I believe I don't Mega Evolve and just go for Flamethrower in case he switched in his... he probably wouldn't switch his Jolteon in right there, but, later on if he did, I could, do that whole Lightning Rod combo I mentioned in my team building, which if you didn't see my team building, you'll not know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I switch in my Granbull against his Conkeldurr because this Granbull is a pretty solid counter. So I could have predicted the Venusaur, but I just went for Play Rough because in case he stayed in, it would be great to get his Conkeldurr out of the way. But he switches out to his Venusaur, of course. I get a crit with Play Rough. Doesn't really matter. It didn't even do half. Now he's going to Mega Evolve and I believe go for Synthesis. Maybe it mattered in that now he had to go for Synthesis, I guess. Either way. He withdraws one Celebi. Blissey's on the field, which is great because now I can get up my rocks. I withdraw here into Granbull again, get another Intimidate off. I believe he goes for Knock Off again, which will do even less than it did last time. Yes, and yes, okay. And I think I go for Play Rough again. I think. I want to say I do. Oh, I went for Earthquake, okay. I just realized the battle animations are off. Wow. Okay. So a sub comes up as I go for Toxic, of course. He sets up a light screen as I Play Rough and break the sub. Here he goes for Leech Seed, and I go for Play Rough, but of course I miss. Right. So now I'm in a horrible situation. I'm seeded, he can sub. I can't really do much to it, especially with that light screen up. There he subs again. I think I go for Flamethrower here, just to hopefully break the sub as he seeds me. And here I just go for Volt Switch, hoping he wouldn't set up another sub. But I was prepared for him to do that. But he just hard switches out, which I was perfectly fine with, because I did go for Volt Switch, as I said, as he switches his Venusaur in. I just didn't want to stay in while I was seated, which is why I switched out. Out to my Latios, and the light screen wears off. Nice. I believe I just go for Psyshock. Vaporeon comes in on rocks. There's this Psyshock. Doesn't even do like a third. That was insanely low. I expected it to be a 2-hit KO, but it's not. So I go out to Blissey. I don't really remember why, because I don't have Toxic on this Blissey. I have Toxic on my Granbull, but I didn't want to switch Granbull into this Vaporeon just because I needed it to check Conkeldurr, because at this point I determined his Conkeldurr didn't have Poison Jab, which was scaring my Granbull potentially, but I guess it doesn't have Poison Jab. Anyway, he withdraws into Conkeldurr after a bit of a standoff with my Blissey, as I withdraw into my Manectric. So his Conkeldurr's at full health. I believe here I'd withdraw into what's his name again. Yep, Granbull. Goes for Drain Punch, does way more than Knockoff, but that's to be expected. Here he withdraws. I still just go for Play Rough repeatedly against it, because, like I said, if I can ever KO that Conkeldurr, it'll take a lot of pressure off of my team. Oh no, I do pull a double, wow. Out into Latios. Huh. I guess I made the play. I didn't need to, I don't think, but I did, so that's nice. I guess we were just having a lot of trades. So maybe it's a good thing the battle animations are off, because this might be a long battle. 41 turns, yeah. I just forgot to turn them on, but whatever. I went for Energy Ball expecting the Vaporeon to come in, completely forgetting it was low enough that Psyshock would have 2-hit KO'd, so I definitely should have just Psyshocked. But like I said, I thought the Vaporeon was at like full health. I forgot the Wish went to Conkeldurr. So locking myself into Energy Ball was pretty bad right there, because he was able to switch in his Whimsicott. Now he brings out Venusaur on my Ice Shard, question mark? Yep. Does okay damage, I guess. But I have to withdraw here. I don't want to get Giga Drained. Go out to Latios. Doesn't do much, which is good. Now I lock myself into Psyshock. And the camera batteries are going to die. This is unbelievable. This is actually unbelievable. I go for Psyshock, and I'm just going to try to narrate in case these batteries last. And 2 Psyshocks do KO the Whimsicott. The last one was a crit that didn't matter. I am seated though, so I can't just, stay in. I couldn't stay in anyway, because I doubt I can OHKO this Jolteon with Psyshock. He goes for Volt Switch, even though I still had my Manectric with Lightning Rod. I was debating going into Manectric or Blissey. I chose Blissey because I didn't think he would just go for Volt Switch, especially when I had a Latios on the field, but he did. So he brings in Conk. I bring out my Granbull, get an Intimidate off, of course. Goes for Thunder Punch. I go for Play Rough, miss again, of course. Thunder Punch again, paralyzed. Yes, my Granbull effectively did nothing this battle except crit his Venusaur with Play Rough and intimidate the Conkeldurr a few times. So here's my Greninja play. I go for Shadow Sneak expecting the Mach Punch, but he doesn't go for Mach Punch. He goes right for Knockoff. Now he can't go for Mach Punch though, so I'm able to get off this extra sensory, which is good. He knocks off though. Okay, that will take out my Greninja. Now I bring out Latios. Goes for Mach Punch. Does a lot of damage because he gets a crit. Psyshock will take out the Conch Elder. Jolteon comes back out, and because he went for Volt Switch last time, I go into Manectric this time, and I bet you'll never guess what happens. Shadow Ball. Another crit. O-Code Manectric. So now I go out into Blissey, and I'm very scared at this point. So I do end up pulling a double into my Latios, expecting the Venusaur to come out. But the Venusaur doesn't come out. Scyther comes out, which I didn't expect. I figure I can't OHKO it, so I'm just going to go into my Lapras and try to pick it off with the combination of Rocky Helmet and Ice Shard, which looks like it might happen now. It's like at a third health. Ice Shard is able to pick it off, which is great. Venusaur comes out. Here I believe I switch into my Blissey. Yep. As he goes for Sludge Bomb, doesn't do anything, doesn't poison. Now I believe I switch into my Latios, expecting the Leech Seed. Yes. But fortunately it looks like he's low enough that a Psyshock will definitely take him out. That is the case. Down goes the Venusaur. Hopefully the batteries will last a few seconds longer. Jolteon comes out. And I'm Scarfed, so of course I outspeed it. And I finish off the Jolteon. So, that was a scary battle, especially near the end when all the hacks was happening. But I did pull through, and I maintained my perfect record. I believe I'm 5-0 now. 5 wins, 0 losses, so that's pretty good. I don't know what else to say. I should wrap this up before the batteries die. Thank you for watching this battle, and look forward to my next one.